His head was the shape of a shovel.
What?
Okay.
What?
Do you f***ing care for what you say? No,
To stop a dog going for you, you shove your finger up its arm.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast that fucks up every single time we try to film it.
At least this one's not cursed.
Yeah, if you're wondering,
Yeah.
we don't know. If you're wondering why we look incredibly depressed and pissed off right now, it's because we just recorded 20 minutes of this podcast and the card corrupted. So great.
Anyway, we're not going to bitch and moan too much.
No.
Welcome to the podcast.
We've not been up to anything. Well, we
Yeah.
have. We just don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it because we already talked about it. So we're going to go straight into current affairs.
Yeah.
I can't
we
talk
did-
about myself.
No, fuck. Greg bought a Nintendo Switch. I've got
I
hair
was
like
drunk as fuck.
I've got
when I
hair
did
like Sick Boy from Trainspotting,
Yeah.
and Matt looks like a crack addict.
it. Well, he looked like one last podcast. So no
Yeah,
thanks.
so no, that's nothing
Dude.
new.
Look at this shirt. It's really nice.
Basically, a couple of
Roast me in the comments and also give us 100 likes. Thank you.
yes. Oh, you guys, last podcast when we said make sure to like and then go back and like all the others, loads of you guys did. That shit really helps us out. If you haven't done that, like this podcast and go back and like all of our
Why
other ones.
did you guys do that? It was just a joke.
It's only
It's just a joke.
Yes,
Yeah.
a couple of podcasts back, we did a current affairs podcast, and we didn't want to make it just a one-off like we do with all of our others. We wanted to every now and again, once a month or so,
It's fun.
do
It's
a current
fun. I
affairs
enjoy it.
podcast. Now, when we say current affairs, we're not talking Brexit,
Or like the
climate
royal baby.
change,
You hear
royal
about that
baby.
shit, man?
We're not talking about the important
I
stuff.
got a fucking alert from BBC. Breaking news story. I was like, oh shit, man, the bombs are dropping. It's like, oh, the baby's been
Fallout
oh,
4.
the baby's been born. It's like, what the fuck?
I'd have smashed my phone against the wall.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, yeah, when we say current affairs, it's nothing important that's in the limelight. Basically, what by current affairs we mean, we delved to the deepest, darkest corners of the internet and found spurious, vague stories that are probably bullshit, but hey, they're funny.
Well, you might have done that. I've gone to the greatest part of the internet.
Oh, mine are true. They're just not very
Oh,
important.
no.
But they're definitely true.
Mine are very important. Very.
Yeah, Greggy's told me what they're to do with. And I
Okay,
can't be
so
bothered to listen
we're
to
going to
them.
get into this really quickly. It's time for current affairs.
Basically, the CO2 in the Earth is not good.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
our one main proper story that we're going to...
That's the only story that we did before we.
See, I-
415 million parts.
It's bad.
per-
The best the way I see it is that bad.
About rounds out. Basically, a lot of people are arguing that it's not, it's not man-made. It's like, well, okay, yeah, you might be right there. Not all of it is man-made. But to assume that humans have had nothing to do with the rise in levels, as you said before we started, again, if you look at the levels and then when industry started, it's like, well, bang! So, like,
Yeah.
don't,
I mean, like the CO2 in the atmosphere, and even in the last 2 decades, has gone up ridiculous amounts.
It's a joke.
But anyway,
That's enough of the
It's a
proper
depre-
news stories.
it's depressing.
Just volcano. No, we got another proper news story,
what?
guys.
Oh, okay.
James Charles.
oh my god, this guy,
I don't really know a lot about it. Gay guy
he turned me gay. You know
Do you
what
know
I'm saying?
the only thing I thought, and I was just like, bro, what? Is it because it's like the thrill of the getting
Yes.
caught?
Thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
he's super famous. I imagine a lot of gay guys find him very attractive. You know what I mean? Because he's all blitzed up in all the latest stuff. All brand deals. And,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a very. If you were gay, he'd be like your
I
fucking.
I think
your idol.
maybe it's something wrong with like when people get rich and famous and all
don't
that.
know.
Because you think about it, you think like Kevin Spacey, you think about all these people. I think like to them it's not about the sexual act itself.
like, how far
they
can
know
I
they
go
can bang
before I
anyone
get
they
caught?
want.
Yeah.
But for them it's like they have to get a little.
That's
little
what I'm
bit
saying. All
dangerous.
this James
Things
Charles
gotta
had
get
to do was
dangerous.
like go on Grinder. Do you know what I mean? He could have had fucking. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Easy
it's like,
peasy.
no, I'm gonna target like straight boys and go be really sneaky about it. It's just like, are you either that stupid or is it just like the thrill and the
I think it's the
excitement?
thrill. It's the thrill.
I think it must
I think
be.
it's the thrill.
I honestly,
100%
until someone had to tell me what was wrong with that, I was like, Jesus Christ! I must have met about 5 or 6 gay guys that were like, I can get you to sleep with me.
Yeah, I've had gay guys.
I get-
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, fair enough if you can, but I don't think you can.
Because I was the small, fragile cutesy young one of Where's My Challenge. I used to get fans message me all the time, and they just seem like genuinely. Chef, I don't remember that.
I don't want to say his name properly.
I can't remember.
Chef David.
I remember the name, but I can't remember what that was. Whatever. Oh yeah, no. I used to. Yeah, I remember. I used to get just people messaging me like, "Oh, how you doing, man? Oh, cool, yeah." And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, man. Like, Save, it's all good. Thank you so much, man." And then it would just turn into like, "Yeah, you got any topless photos?" And it'd just be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Like you just. It doesn't anger.
Man.
No, but it doesn't anger me enough to be like, I'm violated by this. You just have to go. I'm not
gay
into that,
guys
bro.
send me some top. I'll send them.
Have you not? Dude, I've had people talk to me for like a couple of weeks and then they're just like, I would love to suck your dick.
Yeah, I've never been
gay guys.
One of my best friends, Tom, who's a follower, is gay as the day as well.
But I've never had a gay guy do it. If there's a gay guy out there that wants me, I can send you some top
James
photos.
Charles now, mate. Dude, imagine.
I had a guy really recently asking me for
James Charles
posing photos.
If you're out there and you want some straight guys, there's 3 of us right here. Come on our podcast and you can have us all. Let's go on
we
to
need
another.
to see if he can turn one of us.
I think he could.
I reckon he'd turn you.
I'd do it just for the news story.
He'd get his little cheeks out and his like arseless chaps, and you.
Yeah.
We were gonna release a
Bury my
picture,
face.
weren't we? You were gonna do that thing on Instagram.
Oh, what? Yeah, I was gonna post a picture of me naked and just
Yeah.
be like,
So what was it you were saying?
James Charles got me.
Yeah. Stop filming! Help me!
Oh yeah, I love that clip.
That was a
Anyway,
good clip.
right. Enough of the proper news stories. It's time to move on to the bullshit. But it's definitely true. Bullshit. Okay, who wants to go first? I don't mind going first.
Me.
You want to go first?
It works
You
out
go first.
mathematically better if I go first.
Yeah, you go first. That's cool.
Because I've got like 30.
Oh, Matt's got the maths.
Yeah, you got like I've got 3.
I got
Fine.
a few.
Maths.
I've got a lot
And I
of
wonder, because last time we did this, we had the same rattlesnake poop story.
Oh,
So-
the old rattlesnake fang poop.
I fucking
Yeah.
love
Oh yeah, I wonder if any of us have got the
rattlesnake
same stories.
poop. Well, don't do anything to do with dinosaurs. They're mine.
Crucibly. Yeah, any dinosaur news, Greg is all over that shit.
That's my shit, man.
Oh right, here you go. This one isn't that interesting.
Oh, it sounds good.
I can't.
You've drawn me in. I
He's
can't
hyped
wait.
me up. I can't wait.
Guys.
Imagine that on the BBC. News just in. This one's pretty shit.
You might want to just switch
Just
over to
fuck-
Neighbours or something for a bit.
So, in a Yorkshire lake,
Mm-hmm.
they have found piranhas
Really?
living in the lake, and the ducks ain't happy.
They're eating their fucking feet.
I love the thought of like someone's going to feed the ducks and it's like, oh come out, and it like comes onto the shore and it's got no fucking
You ever-
legs.
you
Like,
ever-
it's just rolling
one-
around
one
like
of
a
the,
weevil.
One of the bystanders has said, "I've spoken to others who have said they've noticed there aren't as many ducks."
Oh, fucking
I'll tell you what though, when we
I've watched some scary shit about
you ever gone to like one of those big sort of like lake areas where there's lots of ducks and stuff, and you see one of those motherfuckers without a leg? He's come from Yorkshire.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I tell you what I have been seeing a lot recently. Bevan's part of some like where I live, some like local dog walker Facebook group, and they tell you like where all the best places to walk out. And there's somewhere near me that's got a pond, and someone was like, "Oh, we saw a heron. It was fucking huge." And we were like, "Wow, let's go there." You know, we might see it, probably won't, but it'd be really cool. We went down there, and this fucking heron is there every day. It's fucking ginormous, and there's loads of fish in this little pond.
I want to find this
And
place.
I'll take you there. Like, it's. I'm not joking. When it flies, its wingspan. It's
Mad.
like that fucking big. It's
Really?
shit,
That is
mate,
big.
it's
Matt, where's my
fucking
bow and arrow?
huge. Oh god.
You broke it. You lost
Oh.
like a.
I'm gonna buy it.
shark
I'll buy a new one. I mean, oh man.
What would be the best way to kill a heron?
Just shoot it.
I don't reckon a bow and arrow. Yeah.
You shoot.
I reckon a really
shoot
strong
just-
BB gun.
Nah,
you could take.
if you get a good shot in the stomach, he'll just die.
Nah,
Go
I
for
think
shock.
I think what you do is you get one of them net guns, you shoot it, and then like we'll just go around it with like fucking oars, like paddles, just batting it.
Oh. Fuck. I know.
Hey man, man's got to eat.
I know. Oh, you'd get a lot of meat off that
wonder-
fucking
I
heron.
wonder what it
what
tastes
it.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I bet it tastes
Yeah,
a bit
like-
like sort of salty chicken
You
because of
think?
because of the pond water.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I won't name names because it's one of those stories that like it's fucking horrible. but like you can't not laugh. Years ago, I remember a friend of mine telling me that oh god, we'd gone to play paintball, and you know they're like in the woods, but they've got like certain areas. After a while, if you go out far enough, it's like you can't go any further. It's fenced off, and he killed a pheasant with a paintball gun. And it's just like, oh, that's not funny. But he said like he hit it in the head and it like spun around like that, and I was just like, fuck.
Well, the good thing about like killing it with a
that's
paintball
so
gun
bad, but
is
it's
that
not.
because you're gonna get rid of the skin and you're gonna get rid of.
It was years ago. He told me it may have been a joke, but
they're
I just remember
multicolored anyway, aren't they?
I don't know what colour the paint was.
I had this story, right? Yeah, and strap yourselves in for this one.
Right,
here we go.
I like it.
We've already tangented off from the news. We're just talking shit.
So I had this story. This guy used to tell me this story, and it started off with something like it was like a matey knew or something, you know, them stories, right?
It's actually him, but you have to start it with someone.
So he's driving this lorry, down the highway.
Okay.
And it's going along. He feels a doof. And he goes, oh shit. So he pulls this over the side of the road, looks over off the side, and there's this poor cat just laying there. And, just like fucking...
You just reminded me of something else.
It's just poor cat laying there. And the guy's like, oh no, I'm going to have to like finish it off because I've just hit it. So he whacks it around the head with like a, I don't know, fucking concrete slab or something. And then...
I know you.
And then so he just drives back. He keeps going, yeah. He goes to a garage station, yeah, to fill up, yeah. And he looks in his wheel arch, and there's a dead cat up in his wheel arch. So he's just clobbered a sleeping cat to death with a rocky slab.
Wait, what? The cat was asleep.
Yeah, no. So he had hit a cat.
Yeah,
but it was stuck in his wheel arch.
It wasn't the cat he put out of his misery.
He donked a cat out, a random sleeping cat over the head with a
oh my
slab.
fucking god! Is that true?
That's what he said.
It might not be true, but it's funny.
Clobbered a sleeping cat. What fucking motorway was this guy on where there were two cats sat on the side, just like...
I don't know, man. I've never seen a cat near a motorway.
I love the thought of like these two cats like asleep next to each other on the side of the road, and they're just like, this is a good place to nap. We can people watch, and he just closes his eyes, and his mate's like, he's like, oh fuck, that was unfortunate. Oh, and he goes, and then what are you doing with that concrete slab? No, it wasn't me. Oh, that's so fucking brutal. That's fucking ridiculous. That sounds like something that happens on like the In-Betweeners or something. That doesn't sound real.
Tell me this one, yeah?
Oh,
so I think I might have told you what you
Does this involve more defenceless animals being...
Nah, it's still
slabs?
pretty funny though. So these geezers, it's raining. It's raining so bad, yeah? But
setting the scene.
Yeah?
It's raining.
Think about it. Yeah, there's rain going on, yeah? There's two of them. And they work at an army bank.
Yeah.
Not like the army ranks, the banks, the whatever they call them.
The army banks. Yep.
Yeah.
Base.
The base, yeah. So they come back from like a piss up.
Yeah.
Like a proper piss up. And they're like they're walking along and it's raining and they're like, oh, we can't be bothered to pitch our tent tonight. We'll just sleep underneath the tank. The tank there, it's nice and dry, isn't it? So, like, because it's raining so much, yeah, they're sleeping under this tank.
Did you see this on Live Leak?
Nah. They're sleeping under this tank. And because the tank's so heavy and it's raining so much, the tank sinks.
Oh, that's the most...
And they're asleep underneath it, like, being pushed into the earth.
That's like the skit, like that shit like that. I'm not claustrophobic at all, but stuff like that
I love
freaks
that
me
story.
out so much.
They're just entombed.
Tank tomb.
Oh,
that's fucking nuts.
I'd love to animate that.
God,
Idiots.
that's fucking brutal.
Don't even understand basic.
Did they all like wake up in time to like get out?
No, the story goes that they died. and the tank is still there. No,
the tank's still stuck in the earth. Right, okay.
You guys got any stories then?
Yeah, I'll shoot off a story. Fuck it. Okay. Sorry.
What, is it on red already?
What, the battery?
Yeah.
Fuck me, I don't know. We'll have a look in a minute. If you've never watched us before, you'll know that we like to tangent.
Oh.
Okay.
Those two stories are some of my favourite.
I got
tell.
3 stories. I'll give you sort of, I'll give you the gist of all 3 of them, and you can pick one. We'll talk about them all, but like, what one you'd like to hear first? Really scary as fuck. Oh my god. Just tell that. Super awesome bionic animal, or dumb tourist shit.
Is it his choice?
Either or, you can pick.
I pick.
I want the bionic animal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll go for bionic animal.
A sick tortoise becomes bionic tortoise after having shell replaced with a screen door. And there's a picture, I'll try and get it up, there of the tortoise with a screen door in its shell. He's now Iron Man tortoise.
Bro, that's sick.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay,
Nah.
Dr.
I
Daniel
hate
Barber
tortoises.
repaired the
What's
tortoise's broken shell.
Greg's
using
saying,
a...
nah, hang on, what's up?
You're not
I
interested.
hate tortoises.
Yeah, I hate them
Fuck.
too.
You have tortoise.
Yeah, but this tortoise is a super
Mate,
tortoise.
try living with a tortoise, man. He's
Okay.
fucking headbutting his cage all day.
Okay, so Dr.
I
Daniel
wish,
Barber...
we had a bionic tortoise that was made of glass.
Yeah, I wish we had a bionic one so you could just switch it off.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, go on then. Well, sorry, man.
Okay, so the hole in the turtle's shell, it says turtle there, but it said tortoise. Again, that's how accurate these news articles are. The tortoise's shell was too big and awkwardly located to fix with a conventional surgery, so he got his Dr. Barber got his thinking cap on, drove to his local Home Depot. He bought a $13 screen door repair kit and then used a mesh combined with epoxy resin to give the sassy tortoise a new prosthetic shell. What's sassy about this tortoise? People's denial.
Do you know what would annoy
There's him
me?
mid-operation getting his
It's a
screen door
fucking
shell.
rock.
Yeah, so bionic tortoise. What would be the best animal? Because I kind of agree with you.
turn
I
A
like
bionic animal?
I like all animals. I like tortoises. I love reptiles. I find them really fucking interesting.
Something to do with... Oh my god, we didn't say what we saw
It's
this
like
week.
Inspector Gadget. What did we see this week? What, you two? Or...
Me and Greg, yeah, we were driving back, yeah. We were on the motorway. Now on the motorway...
And you saw a cat.
You see... Nah, you see some cool things on the motorway, right?
Oh, yeah, I
But
forgot
not
about
this
those.
cool. We saw this lorry that was a giraffe transporter.
And they were transporting
A
a
giraffe
Yeah.
transport.
They were transporting a giraffe.
And when I asked you a minute ago what you guys have been up to, you didn't bring up the
It was
giraffe
like-
transport.
It was like fucking
No.
30 foot high. And me and Greg were like...
It's like this close to hitting these bridges. These bridges are fucking so tall. It's just like...
I can just imagine all the
And he's-
fucking...
This tortoise, his
guy-
head just like...
And the guy's like veering off. So this giraffe's clearly like bashing about in there.
That's fucked.
We filmed it.
Did you? I need
Yeah.
to see this shit.
I think he was going to Marwell or something, mate. We're gonna have to.
Dude.
Yeah, he
that.
wasn't going to
Some
the fucking
good.
pub,
I'm
was
not
he?
joking, man. This guy, like, you know, those ones that come out on the side and it's like, oh, there's traffic up ahead, and it's like one of those boards that go over the. He was swerving out of the way of those.
Yeah, dude. The dude was like.
Fuck
You
that.
can imagine a
will.
fucking giraffe in
I
there,
swear
like.
with sort of like, or maybe I suppose it's sort of dangerous predators they do it with, but I thought they did it with most sort of zoo
Sedate 'em.
animals. Yeah.
That's what I said. I said, Greg, they must sedate him.
Maybe
But then if they did that, they'd have to...
But it was so tall.
Yeah, but that's the thing, but if they did sedate it, it would be the same length, but just fucking, it would be like a gigantic giraffe limo.
It was weird, but it was cool.
This sounds fucking amazing. I have to show me this footage for it.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
Who else has got a news story? Come on, let's keep them rolling.
All right then, guys. So
Oh yeah, you go. You haven't been yet.
recently they found a new dinosaur.
This
But-
isn't actually your story, is it?
No, it is. But this dinosaur is not technically a bird. It had
Oh.
bat-like wings instead of feather wings.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't mean much to me and you, and probably anyone
That's
listening.
cool as fuck.
Greg, tell us more about this
Yeah,
amazing
so-
bat-like dinosaur thing.
Yeah, so basically, birds fly with using plumes of feathers
Yeah,
attached to their arms.
He's told me this, so you can carry on.
I'm listening.
So instead, this had it's like a bat. It has a modified hand. So basically, the fingers go really long, and there's a membrane between the fingers.
And what, they found this like
And
fossilized?
then obviously, it's just
Or
like
it's-
a bat, but it's fucking. But it
It's
doesn't
alive
even-
now. Like
No, it's not alive now.
No,
Dinosaurs aren't alive now.
No,
fucking
I'm
bird.
not saying.
So basically,
you know what I mean, like how birds are
so
dinosaurs.
we found
you know
we
what I
found
mean?
bony guys in some rocks. So basically,
They found fossils of a creature that right.
yeah, and it had bat-like wings, which is cool.
I love bats. Bats
But
are like
it didn't fly like a bat. It didn't fly at all. It was a glider. So it was a bit more like a...
that. Actually,
like a
genuinely
flying squirrel.
sounds cool as fuck, and I would like to actually have a look. At
It's as
that.
close as we're ever going to get to dragons. Let's be honest. Well, maybe pterosaurs. We could
Have you
probably-
seen them
It's
like
just a big
flying?
bat.
Have you seen them like flying lizard things?
Maybe.
You know the lizards with like the
Yeah.
they're dragons. That's
I think things like it's kind of terrifying that there are things that can fly. We live in like the most lucky time that there's no fucking pterosaurs and shit. Imagine a pterosaur landing on your house.
But they wouldn't.
Oh yeah, we would
exist for long. Yeah, we would
forget.
forget. Turn them into kites.
We're gonna do to them what we did to
Personal
the
kites.
fucking mammoths.
The rich American like dentists and doctors would be paying every fucking summer to go out and
Hey mate,
shoot
don't
them.
tell me you wouldn't go pay that money to shoot a lion.
You want me to tell you that I wouldn't pay
Wow,
thousands and
everyone
thousands
would
to
do
shoot
that.
a lion? No, Greg, I wouldn't.
Lewis, would you
The money-
would you shoot a lion that had mauled Bethan?
Yes, but it's different, isn't it? If I was
It is different.
If I was being attacked, it's
You
it's,
would
you know,
shoot a
fight
lion.
for
You
survival.
You would shoot a lion.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
pay.
liar!
You're
You've been
You're
lying.
lying. Oh,
Nah,
fuck, you got it first.
because it's all good. It's for conservation.
Greg, shut the fuck
They
up.
kill the old lions who.
Yeah,
No,
they are boring.
no, they don't.
They do. Trust me.
What, like when they killed that Cecil the lion,
Yeah,
and then
Cecil.
like
Yeah, he was really old.
and then
And
like
he was-
a couple
he
of
was-
months later they killed his son.
Yeah,
they killed
but
the old lions.
But they were the Cecil was killing younger males who.
Yeah, that's not the
reproductive.
reason they did it though, is it?
That's
It was
what-
some.
That's the point of it.
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
conversation.
They would get killed
conservation.
irregardless. They would
Yeah.
get killed irregardless.
They would get killed. Unfortunately, it's true. But
It's
if
true.
you
Trust
look
me.
into it anyway, just to make you guys a little bit happier, China.
Janet.
Drunk man vomits hard, throws up undiagnosed tumor, and then swallows it back down.
When did you go to China?
That sounds like something a Chinese person would do. I'm not trying to be like racist.
After drinking
Is he
session,
sure it was a tumor or was it like a bit of octopus?
He
that
thought
eat
it-
in
he
a-
Yeah,
thought
they eat weird shit.
Nah, he
so-
thought it was a meatball.
Of course he did.
When are they having meatballs in? You say it was in
They have some
Japan,
good food though.
China.
China.
They went to an
eat some
Italian
stuff.
restaurant in China. Do you reckon?
Oh.
You know,
An Italian restaurant in China.
what do the Chinese have? Because we were always like, yeah, I'm gonna have a little Chinese or whatever. What do they have?
Octopus bollock
Do-
pizza
do they have-
and
Yeah.
fucking
No, I mean,
Yeah.
but like, do they order an English?
No.
There's
English
no-
breakfast?
There's no way you can
No.
eat. There's no way you can eat fucking jellyfish arse for breakfast and then have a full English for dinner. There's no way.
I don't know,
Sorry.
man. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what the Chinese get up to, man.
So
Please don't take offence to. We're taking.
he puked it out. It was the meatball after the medical test was found to be a tumor that was growing inside the esophagus of the poor Chinese man.
That's fucking mad.
Do you think
15 centimeters long.
That's
What?
like- how did he swallow that?
It's not a tumor.
He swallowed it back.
Yeah,
Did you
no,
say?
right. So this is how, because you know when there's a country
Hang on.
that isn't English and they try and translate into
We've gone back to the
English
weird here. Hang on. Sorry.
news.
Really sorry to interrupt. 15 centimeters long, and he
That's
thought it was a meatball.
yeah, but
about
that's
that
what
big.
that's what was removed.
Oh,
So
okay.
he puked up a bit of
I was
tumor.
going to say, could you imagine that? Like, what a
15 centimeters.
meatball! Like,
Surely you'd
what?
feel that.
What?
That's pretty big.
That was a pretty big
Esophagus,
tumor.
Yeah.
It really confuses me. I'm gonna have to look into. I don't quite get
I
it.
don't quite understand.
I just think he puked.
No.
I'm gonna lose substance.
No,
Who
but-
pukes shit up and then eats it again?
I mean, if you guys have watched, if
Okay.
you've watched like some like YouTube things where people go around China, eat, I mean, some of the stuff does look like tumors. A lot of it looks like.
have
tumors.
you seen the video of like when Carl Pilkington went there and he's on like a coach and they're all just like gobbing into fucking carrier bags? I've never felt so sick in my life.
It's
That
your
made me
turn
not wanna-
for
that made me not
for
wanna
a-
visit.
for a news story.
Oh, okay, right.
The Goo News.
Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. This one's good, and this one comes with a video, which I will put in the somewhere here. Lift carrying window cleaners swings out of control atop 50-foot floor skyscraper. Have you got that one as well?
No, but I have seen this happen before.
The video is fucking mental. I'll show you.
It
I'll show
would
you two
scare
now.
the crap out of me. Have you seen this kind of thing before, Greg?
I might have. I will find out.
You're not too bad.
Look
with
at
heights.
this.
Wow!
Fucking hell. That is so
Wow!
bad.
Wow!
That would be so much fun. It's like a free roller coaster ride.
It's like the samurai.
And they're getting paid for it. Why are they
No,
complaining?
have you played that? You know that Gang Beasts game where it's on the
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. They're all swinging around. The two unidentified workers were on the basket attached to the crane on the Devon Tower in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Just in case you didn't know, which came loose and began swinging in the wind on Wednesday morning. So last Wednesday.
That's not that bad.
I've seen a...
Dude, did you just watch that video?
Dude,
look how tall, look how high the building is.
I have opposite vertigo, so when I'm on top of a building, I feel safe.
I seen this video where they're talking about this guy who was on one of those, and there's two guys, and both the cables snapped from both sides, and they plunged, and there was like 90 stories or something, and one guy died, and then one guy lived because it wedged in between a building, and it created a V, and it like cradled him.
That's the sort of shit that turns you to religion, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
That's the sort of stuff that makes you believe in God.
That happened to me.
That's a V for the fucking
I'd shave
Virgin
my
Mary
fucking
right there.
head and become a monk. You know what I mean? I'm going straight up monking. It's like
I'm going straight up monking. Did you
man.
say?
I'll paint myself blue.
Talk about
get an
monks.
extra arm.
We watched Tropic Thunder
Fundy.
the other day.
I love it. It's one of the best comedies.
Yeah, that I've seen those before. They look scary.
It's just like dangling
I
around.
don't think I
everywhere,
could be a
like-
window cleaner. Not for sure.
No.
I could.
no.
I'd love that job.
Really?
That'd be great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I might have to look into it. I've never seen an advertisement for window cleaner before.
That's because we don't live anywhere near skyscrapers.
Yeah,
that's true.
window cleaning in England is like a chamois leather and a bucket. And a ladder.
yeah.
What do we
It's
have?
quite
We
boring.
literally have the Shard.
I nearly fucking
Yeah.
I just remembered fucking. I nearly like possibly killed my dad like yesterday. Like I came home on my own.
Is this
And
to do with like window cleaning?
Yeah, you'll wait. No, my little brother, his window broke.
Yeah.
So
How did it break?
well, no, it wasn't broken. It was just really old, and my dad had bought like a new frame from
Oh,
because it
okay.
was like letting all the condensation in and all that shit.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, I remember coming home and the car was there. I'm like, oh, hello, like anyone in? And no one responded. And I'm seeing all these tools and shit. My dad's a messy worker. I'm seeing all this shit lying around here. So I'm like, oh, my fucking dad's up to something. And I go upstairs and I just hear, pfft. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I look in the spare bedroom and he's on a ladder up on the roof, like doing my little brother's window, but I could see him from the spare room window. And I literally, like, without thinking, like, I was about to like walk up and knock on the window and go, oh, you're right. And I was like, I had to stop myself and I was like, he can't see me right now because he'll think someone's fucking like robbing the house and he'll like fucking. I just had this vision of him on the ladder like, like you know, and I was like, I had to like sneak away like.
She wouldn't have been like.
Fuck, like-
But did you sneak as well as when you snuck past that spider?
Is it like?
Nah,
I just
that
think
was
it's Animal House.
Yeah, no, he's up on this fucking ladder and I was just like, if I fucking wave to him right now, he's gonna fucking just.
Yo,
I
pops.
was like, yeah. He's a peeping Tom. Right, who's next for a jolly old news story? You, dinosaur bummer. You're up. If this one's about dinosaurs, is this one about dinosaurs? How much dinosaur
I
related news
actually,
can
my
it be?
batteries ran out, so
I've got one. Don't worry.
You're gonna make one up on the spot.
No, I do have one in my brain.
Don't worry. It needs.
We found an ancestor to most modern whales, and it seems
Whales.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that whales evolved from like hippo-like motherfuckers. Not hippos themselves, but something.
I didn't know that, but I can.
Hippos are the most closely related.
Imagine
land
whales
mammal.
with legs, though.
Yeah, well, that's what they like. So basically, these motherfuckers, they didn't have hearing like dolphins and whales do. So they couldn't echolocate. They still heard stuff like how like hippos hear shit, which ain't that great underwater. So they survived underwater for like millions of years with really shit ears.
Hippos are scary as fuck, though.
Mate, you think they're scary? Look up Basilosaurus. I think it's a Basilosaurus. maybe a Basilosaurus. I'll show you. It's
When we first
scary
started
as shit.
joking in videos about Greg bumming all this kind of stuff, it was just a joke, like a meme.
I don't know. That's.
But you actually-
I'm playing that
What?
one on a meme.
Are you?
No, you're not.
I kind of am.
Fucking bat boy
So we
hippo bummer.
we found.
I don't know
I
what-
swear you said this a couple of weeks ago.
No.
You said something about whales.
I definitely did say something about whales though. I do love. They're my favorite animals. So I talk. About
Yeah?
them a lot.
Apart from killer whales.
Oh no, I hate killer whales. Kill them. That's the only thing that they're good for.
Guys, I've got a nice little light-hearted bit of news.
Oh, good.
Man quits his job after being outed as Australia's notorious poo jogger.
Okay, so what's a poo
Poo
jogger?
The poo
Jogger.
jogger.
Who-
Okay.
What is that?
I love
So-
how they said notorious, like they've been talking about this for years. Like, will we ever catch the poo
Get the
jogger?
goddamn poo jogger!
Yeah, like
A man accused of serially pooing in public has quit his job after a photographer caught him relieving himself on a suburban Brisbane
how did they know he was a
street.
jogger?
Why you
How
can't-
did they not just know it was some
No,
homeless man
it's just
taking
some,
shits?
Yeah.
it is literally just some guy running to some place, taking a shit there and legging it.
So what? Like,
He's said to have relieved himself 30 times outside the same block of flats.
oh, so he's doing it in the same spot.
That's where his problem
Yeah.
is. He's going for the same turf.
Oh,
you got
yeah.
you got to.
Also, never
gotta
shit
spread
where
out.
you eat.
Yeah, it's like for example, let's say you're a bank robber, but you just keep robbing the same bank 30 times. You're gonna get caught. Yeah, that's a stupid way to rob banks. You gotta rob one bank,
Bro.
then go over to the next bank.
read this bit. He's 64.
Oh man.
Where did you say this was Australia? Fuck off. That's not real.
That's how I like. That's how I like. Show
Greg,
me.
you're gonna love this.
Show me. Show me.
I'll put it up on the screen.
Look at him. He's like he knows he's being caught and everything.
When you said he was caught like on camera doing it, I thought it was going to be like a shot from really far away of him, like sort of. It's literally like he was taking it. It's literally like he was taking a shit and someone walked like a yard away from him and was just like.
He bought toilet paper.
He's prepared.
But like it looked like the guy who took the photo was prepared as well. It wasn't just someone who happened to see it,
He
take a
looked
picture from afar.
staged.
He was like, "This is where
It does,
this guy
doesn't it?
is going to shit tonight. I know. I'm going to wait in a bush and just come out like."
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
He's got like the camera flash on, and the guy's like, huh?
He was mid shit and he was like, "Oh," and he looked around and he was just like,
Oh, my
"Oh fuck!" This guy stood
So,
right next to him
yeah,
with his camera.
That's a funny
Mad.
story.
The end of
that
the
was
serial pooper.
that was a year ago though.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I feel like
you
I've been
could have
lied
not
to.
told us that. That wasn't news, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was fucking great.
It's current affairs, not year ago.
I'm glad I know now.
It's current a year.
Is he in prison?
I hope not.
Is the notorious
I hope not.
He doesn't
He's the
deserve
notorious
to be in
poo
prison.
jogger? He doesn't look like a jogger either. I think the poo
You
joggers
should be allowed to poo where you want.
No.
Yeah. Free poo them.
Poo them.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
poo.
People are like free speech, but like surely like pooping's more important than speech. Because if you can live a life without speaking, but you can't live a life without taking a poop.
Define taking a poop. What if you have a colostomy bag? I mean, you are defecating, but you're not really taking
People
a
with
poop.
colostomy bags need to be put down.
Oh, you cunt, Greg.
I've seen in one of the
Fucking cunt.
in the first season of The Wire, some guy has a colostomy bag and he gets hit by a car and shit flies everywhere.
What? What's that on?
Oh, it's
Johnny
in the
Knoxville
TV
had
show.
one for ages.
No, he had to have a
I know he had his dick cut off.
Okay, this is my last story. It's probably my favourite just because it's so shit. Okay. Tourist pays £100 for Amsterdam Airbnb that turns out to be a roadside shipping container.
I got him.
Ben Speller was shocked to find his accommodation was just a shipping
Ben
container.
Stiller.
Ben Speller, sorry.
Stiller.
There's his hotel. It's just a fucking, like, you know them shipping containers that are like
Actually,
at the
is a
side
shipping
of like
container.
construction sites that the site manager sits in. I mean, it
Shipping.
looks alright, but
I
still.
wouldn't mind staying in there.
A British tour, and especially
Wouldn't
he's
pay
in
that
Amsterdam,
much.
so he's obviously there to get baked as fuck. I wouldn't mind staying.
Easy to hot
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, that's
You
true. You
could
got small
imagine
space.
hotboxing the fuck out of a shipping
Easy to
container.
hot box.
I missed that scene in fucking Madagascar. A British tourist who
like that
thought he
movie.
was staying in an Airbnb home in Amsterdam was shocked to find it was just a shipping container on the side of a road.
That's great. That is great. I would be happier if I had been duped by that.
Yeah.
He was asked if he would like to cancel, but Ben declined, thinking it would be too late to make other arrangements. Look at there he is next to his shipping container on the side of the road. Fucking
That's
hell.
such a good idea, though.
I like that. Where's he making a business?
There's his
about
toilet. It's not making a business, but you would be. I mean, I'd be alright staying in it, but you would be surprised, wouldn't you? If you
I'd be
thought you were staying
surprised.
in like a
Does
hotel.
it still exist? Can we stay
as
there?
long as
I
it's cheap?
hope so.
As long as it's cheap, I'd be cool.
I tell you what, we've got his name, Ben Speller. I might have to try and track
How do you
this
spell
guy.
that?
Speller, just like Spelleller. I might have to look at the beds.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
That's not that much different.
It's
than
very
my bed.
feng shui. Like it's just three. Like
Fucking feng
It looks
shui.
like a
feng shui is just Asian for not much. Go on.
it's just Asian for get rid of some shit. When we
Asian.
arrived, we drove past the container 3 times in the taxi because we couldn't believe that could be it. I then checked the listing again, and he changed it to container home. Fucking hell, he got duped hard.
Greg.
While
what are you
another
looking at?
laughed and said, "Call that a 5-star in Liverpool."
I'm just looking up news stories.
Oh,
Have you done your
amazing.
news?
Well, no, this is one I've just literally come across. This is great. So a politician has put up an ad on Pornhub, and his slogan that he uses on the Pornhub thing is, "You have to be where your voters are."
So his voters are wankers.
He knows.
And it's some Danish dude.
I mean,
And he also says, "There is no limit to how far I will go for the nation."
yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
That is good.
That's
Yeah.
good. I'd vote for
I
him.
would
I'd
vote for him.
Yeah, no, I get that, but the only thing I will say is, it's like he's almost saying like you've got to be where your voters are, you know. But it's like, isn't everyone who votes for anything? They're all watching porn.
Everyone's watching porn, man.
Not
Exactly,
only that,
so-
he is saying that he wants to
I'm
be where
watching
his
porn
voters
right
are.
now.
He's not saying his voters are masturbators. He's saying he wants to be everywhere.
Okay, fair enough. I can roll with that. I'd like to see. Is there a picture of the advert? I really want to see
I'll
it.
try and find it. But apparently the guy was.
I mean,
is
it
like
might-
the guy's he was
A shoe salesman.
He's an Olympic shot put guy. He's got like a silver medal in the shot put.
This is the most bizarre.
Dude, Denmark's just a weird place.
An
isn't it?
Olympic
trying to
shot putter from Denmark turned MP put an ad on a
Well,
porn
it's
site.
on Sky News, so I don't think they would show the ad.
It
That
would be a bit
guy-
annoying. It would put you off your stroke a little bit, wouldn't it? But it might make some people not want to vote for
That's
him because
true.
you'd be like, this guy's fucking face to my head in.
No,
Like-
you'd be looking at him, and you'd be like, "Hey, you."
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Hey, future
I'm
president.
gonna put my shot in your shot.
Yeah.
Ha.
Fucking hell.
Right, guys, I've got one, and you might have seen this on Twitter.
Twitter.
Southwestern Rail investigating after worker broadcast porn to giggling passengers.
I did see that. I saw that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible stuff.
So for anyone who hasn't seen it or doesn't know about it, there is a guy filming on the Southwestern Trail, train, sorry. And
Southwest is like the most notoriously awful train service.
Oh, it's
in the
pretty
country,
bad.
Isn't it?
and over the tannoy, there is pornography being heard, basically played, and the guy, like everyone on the train's like, oh, what a bit of a spot we've got ourselves into
I mean,
today, hey? That's what the English are like, though,
It was
isn't it?
listening to some pretty tame stuff. It could have been a
Yeah,
lot worse.
yeah, it
like
could have
it
been.
was just like.
It wasn't
like
like-
it could have been like some German poo porn. Like
missionary now hanging.
Oh, that was the guy who was looking for hanging. That was
probably
him.
was, mate.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, that was quite interesting, relatively funny as well.
Very
I have one last one.
Oh, okay.
One more.
So I'm gonna read this how I read it originally because it's funnier. There's a Pennsylvania man. He's not very happy. Pennsylvania man who allegedly flushed his grandparents down grandparents' ashes down the toilet would stand trial. But his mum got angry, yeah? And the guy said to her, shut your mouth or I'll flush you as well.
That's the best comeback ever. What's that bad? Like, he's just flushing some ashes.
He faces...
Why did he flush the ashes in the first place? Did he like just never get along with his grandparents, so he just decided to flush their ashes?
I don't know.
It's a weird thing to keep someone's ashes, I think.
It's a weird thing to do that.
Yeah.
2, it's a weird thing to then tell people that you did it. Did he like go to his mum and say, "Hey"?
It must
she
have
was
been,
like,
something like something he did out of like anger. Or
Where's Nan and Granddad's urns? Well, funny thing, I just found them empty in the bathroom. Well,
oh no, this is what he said to a like word for word.
Go on.
Yup. And as soon as you die, you'll be in the shitter too, you bitch. This guy's crazy.
He's not crazy. He's not crazy, man. He's got it all clued out. It's his mum who don't understand.
Fucking, I rate that. I rate him. Because like if he doesn't get along with his mum, like for the rest of like she can say whatever to him and do whatever, just all with the knowledge that he's gonna flush her down the fucking toilet. That's where she's gonna end up.
He from Pittsburgh faces 2 counts of abuse of a corpse. What's that like?
Are ashes a corpse? Are ashes a corpse?
Yeah, they are.
Not really.
The big issue.
Come on.
I just don't get it. Why people keep ashes? If you get cremated, just bury the ashes where you like, because you're gonna get like a grave anyway, aren't you?
I think my granddad was cremated and buried.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
He didn't get a headstone, but he got. This wasn't the granddad as well that I went to visit either. This was another. Yeah, that one's still alive, which is why it's very awkward because that encounter was the last time I saw him.
See, that's the thing is I don't get it. It's one of those things I don't get, but I don't get a lot.
Ashes are weird.
They're weird because it's like I can't imagine the responsibility. Because imagine you got someone's ashes there, and you're having a party and you're drunk as fuck and someone smashes it. Because then it's not their fault because they're drunk and it could have been a lamp or something and you wouldn't care, but it's ashes. So if anything, you've put them in that position. So you're the bad person for having the ashes in the house in the first place.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Funk to funky. We know that Greg is a junkie.
Yeah, man. What do you think I look like Macaulay Culkin?
This is a good point. So, is that all? Have you got any more news?
No, I there's not many great paleontology stories recently, unfortunately. Although, apparently some sort of, I don't know. No, that could be funny.
I love watching his.
It's just, okay, so there's some biscuit woman.
What?
And she said like some Nazi comments and she's saying sorry.
What do you mean biscuit woman?
Apparently she's like the heir to the throne of a biscuit business empire.
Well, like Oreos,
and she was justifying the fact that her ancestral company, I guess you can call it, used slaves in Nazi Germany.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
Isn't it?
It's like, well, we gave them food and shelter for their work.
But she shouldn't have to answer.
I'm just going through BBC.
Who gives a fuck?
No,
but she's not. She's saying that it was okay.
Yeah.
No.
She shouldn't have to answer.
But no one should even have to bring it up. To
she
her
brought it
place.
up.
Okay, well then, fuck her.
Yeah, no, it's not her fault. But to come out and be like, "Yeah, we did it. So what? I don't care. It's not that bad."
Yeah,
I don't want that.
There's not much in the
What
news.
biscuit company was it? Because I don't really want to eat those biscuits anymore. Kind of might sour the taste.
Choco Leibniz. Probably some fucking German shit.
Oh fuck! I eat those. Well, I haven't done it in a very long time. I used to have them all the time when I was a kid. You know the ones, right?
Kinder Bueno.
They're the no. They're the like the biscuity ones. They're like squares, and they've got like the layer of chocolate on the top of them.
Yeah, that's it.
They're well fucking yummy, but now I think they might have sour.
I thought
might
you
go
were
buy some.
Being sarcastic.
No,
I've
they're
never
fucking
heard
good.
of them before.
Oh, okay.
If you saw them in the shop, you'd know what they were. Oh, okay, right. So is that done? Is that done with the news?
Oh,
That's current
there's also
affairs.
Jeremy Carl's going off the air. That's all that's been in the news the last 2 days.
Jeremy Carl
Good.
going off the
That show is an absolute.
I know it didn't even have a stripper pole or anything. I don't like it.
Shit.
And I mean, come on, and it's nothing like Maury. Maury, I mean, come on. Everyone loves Maury. I love Maury.
Maury.
You don't know who Maury Povich is? He's like,
Maury
he's like
Povich,
this
man.
old dude, and he gets poor people on his show who don't know who the father
I
of
know
their
Maury
children are.
Povich is. I
He's
didn't
great.
know his name was
Because
abbreviated.
on
to
it-
Maury.
Not the father.
Do you know what's funny about it? Is he
I don't
is
watch
just,
shit like
he's
that,
just
like-
sat in the corner laughing at these families like being decimated in front of him.
He's me. I love him.
He's reading out like these horrific things like, "You are not the father," and the father's like, and he's like,
There's
you
just
can
something.
see him in the background. He's just laughing at these
There's-
people.
there's just something
you
about.
you gotta love what you do. And he
There's
loves
something
it.
about Jeremy Kyle that I just find so.
He's an insufferable person. He's
yeah, it's
snotty nose sort of. Person.
there's something like underlying there that's really harrowing, and every time I watch it, it sends sort of like shivers down my
I think it's
spine.
because he's not like Maury. Maury sits there and laughs, has good fun. But he's there and he's like, oh, you.
But it's just like with all the people sat on the stage laughing, and you know, Dave from the estate comes on with his three teeth and he can't talk, and all these people are in the audience just like laughing at him.
The jeering isn't great.
There's something very like gladiatorial about it, like
in the stocks throwing tomatoes.
yeah,
but
it's fucking odd.
But Jeremy Kyle isn't that much different than Gordon Ramsay is with chefs.
Mate, Gordon Ramsay
Sometimes-
10 times. I'm surprised.
Sometimes people have to be like,
I am
you are
honestly
a fucking
surprised
idiot.
that-
Own up to it, because otherwise no one ever will.
I'm surprised that
Like, they
Ramsay
won't do
hasn't
it.
driven someone to,
The thing is, though,
We all know people that would never admit to their mistakes unless someone's screaming in their face saying,
yeah, that's all well and good. That's all right, but it's the whole like, let's turn it into entertainment. Let's laugh at this funny family of of drongos that can't speak. Look, they've got no teeth. Ha ha! I'm gonna laugh at everything they say.
it is pretty funny.
It's pretty. You're making me laugh.
Oh,
at
yeah.
this thing, man.
But there's something very. I'm surprised that it's only been taken off of the air now, and for the reason that it did. I thought, with all the sort of the snowflakes, I thought it would have been it would have been a thing that was pushed under the carpet a long time ago, because it's fucked up, and we're gonna look back at that in like 50 years and be like, "What the
I'm
fuck
not.
were we do?" Well, you won't. You'll be dead.
Yeah,
You'll sniff up the wrong grave.
The way I see it is they signed to be on it. They signed to if they they get free help.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I like
It's quite
that.
hard to get. It's quite hard to get.
It's
hold
like
of,
be jeered
mental
at
health
and get
care.
free help.
Yeah, get free.
Or like-
Get free mental health care in England is very
Pay
hard. Just
pay
go on Jeremy Kyle and get
thousands
it
and
for free.
thousands and
Yeah,
and
but
get
that's
it.
what's fucked up. Is like the help that they actually genuinely give people is there are a lot of reality shows where they pretend, to help families and peoples and businesses, and then like they leave, and then a month later it goes to rat shit, kitchen nightmares.
Yeah.
But
That's why I love
Jeremy
Gordon
Carr, they
Ramsay.
actually
He
do
don't
give these people help, and that's awesome. But it's like that weird sort of like twisted, playing God, where it's like, yes, we'll give you the help, but come on my show and
work
be
for it,
laughed
work for
at.
it, work
Yeah,
for it.
it's so
Take out
wrong.
more teeth. You've got too
It's
many
so-
teeth.
And Jeremy Kyle asks them questions that are like hard to answer to make them look stupid. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, answer the question, answer the question. He's like, he's like, answer the question, laugh, everybody, laugh at the moron. It's just, I don't.
I mean,
like
if you
it.
want to have a TV show
I'm
where
glad
you
it's
help
off the
people
air.
like that, it needs to be more like Dr. Phil. It's like sit down, chill out,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
I
Dr.
don't
Phil
like
is
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny.
yeah, it is.
But
But
no, he is. He was on Joe Rogan. He seems like a quite well put together.
I
dude.
like him.
I thought he was a yokel fucking.
I think he might still be a bit of a nut
but
job,
most
most people in America are nut jobs.
I want to see Steve Harvey host a show like that. Yeah, where like he brings on families and tries to help them, and he's like.
It will just be like okay, so I need to take the dad aside for a second. It's like, okay, so I see that the issue is that your missus is ugly. Go get a hooker, because that's his view of the world is like.
I'd like to see him do like quick responses and like out the truths. Ah, fuck. Okay, fuck you, Steve Harvey. Right.
I really do not like Steve Harvey.
No,
Steve
Harvey's
Harvey.
a
If you
fat
don't like Steve
dickhead.
Harvey, you should watch the comedians get coffee.
Name something that you ram into your wife over and over again until she screams, "Beep! My fist!" What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you say something like that? What the fuck? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Every time.
It's
isn't
just
it?
so fucking stupid. Right. Okay. That comedian's getting coffee as well. That's good. I watched the one with Jim Carrey and the one with Ricky
Is that the
Gervais.
one with Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
I'm not sure I really like Seinfeld. He seems like
he made an incredible TV show where he was the worst character.
Yeah, but he in general seems like a fucking douchebag as well.
I don't know. He might be.
I've seen stuff of him and like him saying things to certain like other celebrities or like fans and people like ha ha ha. But
I think
like,
looking at
after
Seinfeld, it seems quite clear that Larry David was the genius behind it, and Seinfeld just rode along basically. So. Opinions. I'm just saying. Just my thoughts.
Right. Okay. Sorry, this podcast is a bit shorter than how they have been recently, but we whipped through current affairs. Let us know which current affairs story was your favourite. Feel free to do some more research as well, seeing as we covered the vague parts. See if you can tell us any more details. I'd like to know about the weird bat dinosaur. I would like to know about the man caught shitting outside the same flat block for, weeks. This notorious poo jogger. Who wasn't a jogger. So I'm really intrigued.
Well, no, he poos and then he jogs.
Well, he would run away, wouldn't he, if you just shit in the street? Not really jogging. Whatever.
Well, maybe he's too old to run, so he jogs.
Right. So we are going to move on to Goonie Tunes, I believe.
Yeah, I can do Goonie Tunes.
Fuck it, let's go. Hang on, I should explain first, as I have to every time. If you're a new listener, you don't know how this works. Basically, Greg has learnt a song that he is going to play. We're not going to say what it is. You have to write down in the comments below what the song is if you know it. First person who gets it, in the next podcast, we will reveal what the song was, and then we will reveal the winner, whoever was the first person to get said song. So, Greg, play away. Everybody, listen up at home. If you know what it is.
I really hurt my thumb the other day, so it really hurts to play. But we'll do it anyway. It's annoying because if I just play it, I'll just play the notes because I tried learning it with the chords, but I had to learn it myself. So
that's good. If you know what that was, it's brilliant. Topical as well. Then write down.
You knew what it was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Played a little bit.
Sometimes I think you're a bit of an airhead to certain things that. Listen, when that came out,
I think we grew up in different eras. I think
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Airhead. Right. If you knew what that was, please write it in the comments below. First one will get a shout out next week. Have we had any donators?
No.
Donate us some money, please, so we can get our own studio and I want a sex dungeon-esque fucking setup with gimp masks and a parade.
How much does a gimp mask cost?
And my own brass band that intros us every fucking week. Please donate. Tip jar link.
Okay, so what kind of feeling you want?
Do you want to end this on a song, or do you want to just end this on a porn search?
Or both. Okay, let's go do porn search.
You want to do the porn search?
The porn. Let's be honest. These people are funnier than us.
Let
the people that look up this stuff are common.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you would like to see this as a regular feature.
Big Minecraft hits.
See, the thing
it's that kid again.
Oh yeah. See, I was literally just going to put it down to the audience. Say, would you like to see us do a whole podcast on this, or do it as a regular feature? But a whole podcast on this would just be us laughing, and So if you would like to see this as a regular feature, please write down below.
Look at how he spelt doggy style.
Oh, and could you please write some countries that you would like to see us look at?
Yeah, because I tell you what, you go to a different country, you get different results. I'll tell you that.
Is that noise your guitar?
I'm at Russia at the moment.
Strings, isn't it? You're in Russia.
Mm-hmm. The largest rod.
Can I have a look? Because I never get to look because my phone's
the largest rod.
The largest rod.
Are you looking for like a uranium rod? Some like Chernobyl
there's
stuff?
one here for you, Matt. Whore puke sex.
Hey.
2v2. What's that? Like, quick 2v2 me on Rust. Quick scope, no scope.
Man in purple pantyhose. That's such a specific thing he's looking for.
I had a really bad one then. Gay men drown.
Oh, God.
Extreme penetration.
Charles.
Limp butt rides dick.
Botched circumcision. Extreme toenails.
A real grope. Someone just put dip in. What is dip? Anal pee granny.
Vibrating panties.
What country?
Vibrating panties.
Which country?
This is
Was
You
that
are
like
wide,
fucking
you are
Wallace
wide.
and Gromit's like
Yeah.
wrong trousers, fucking vibrating pants. Man fucked horse. 3 rats, sex tubes. Someone's looking for some fucking Richard Gere shit.
Pussy tortured beating cane.
Oh man.
He's just getting all of the words up in there, isn't he?
Hard anal booty.
Eat tit lesbians bite.
Wife's dead drunk friend.
It's like fucking Weekend at Bernie's. Is that
Korean
really-
spy again. Korean spies come up.
Muddy trample. What does that mean?
I know there's a lot of like specific fetishes out there that have like an actual like audience. If you've ever like heard of some of these that we're just taking out of context and laughing at, can you like explain them? Because some of them are confusing.
Okay,
as
so
fuck.
this one's something I've never heard before, and I want to know if either they've misspelt it or if it's a real thing.
Go on.
A huge cream pea. So it's not a cream pie, it's a cream pea.
Is that like a cream pie, but she just pisses at the same time?
Or is it when instead of like jizzing inside her,
Teen-
you just pee inside her?
Teen boy. Teen boy pooped.
Ugh.
Oh god. Sperm weird. Wife fingering standing up.
Hillbilly hospitality. Fucking what?
Oh my god. Hooded and hanged. Is this Russia, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell. Flip Flop the Clown.
High heel crawfish crushing. Oh.
Live Gonzo hard anal. Is that like
Alright, I'm gonna
Gonzo
search a
from the
country.
Muppets?
What country should I look up?
Ancestry dead women.
Let's go to India.
So many people are like so in the moment that they spell stuff so weird. So many letters. Arabic gangbang.
Oh, it's already got
Testing
bad.
her ass up. Fair enough.
A lot of it's just them searching like the porn names.
Shopping with your tits out.
I'm kind of disappointed by India. It's just very. It's just one word.
Hollywood Hills. I mean, that's that guy's got some taste. He wants some fucking like right next to the Hollywood sign.
You know, if you search an Eastern European one, it's gonna have like all the snuff stuff.
Oh god, brainwash. Someone just put gun.
The dumb ones are my favourite.
Someone search porn MD. Oh god, coloured hair.
So yeah.
Greg, I got your favourite point of view missionary compilation.
If you go on
Hey, man,
PornMD,
going.
PornMD
Dirty stained knickers.
.com,
Asian dog blowjob.
and then there is a live search option, and you can see the live searches across the world. That's what we're looking at right now.
Jacket smell.
Type some of yours in the comments that you see.
Jacket smell.
PornMD. So it's Papa,
It's
Oscar,
Masturbano.
November, Mike, Delta.com.
Really? Okay. Do you want to? Should we end this on a song? Just because I feel it's a bit sort of weird. Us like just reading this shit out.
I love it.
Grandmother. Teeny couch.
What kind of a sound you looking for?
Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's the right back for Man City. Wife harassed. Buried in the forest. Okay, right.
Russia.
We'll finish there. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, Greg, just hit us with a little tune. We've just gone over an hour, so... Current affairs.
What was the one last week? Burnt cat.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell.
Ah.
Greg's dream job, it couldn't be clearer. He wants to be a window cleaner. He didn't feel sorry for those two guys swinging around. They might have hit the ground. Greg wishes he was up in the air, swinging while cleaning those windows, yeah. Greg wants to hang about, looking through your window. Don't ever walk past your flat block window naked, 'cause Greg might be there cleaning windows.
I'm watching.
With his jizz. Hide your kids. Iron Man can suck a dick. I've found something way better, the bionic tortoise. He's impenetrable. He's got a shell made out of a screen door. He will make you scream more when he fucks up your city with his bionic shell back. You'll wish you could get your smell back after he headbutts you in the nose with his shell back.
That was terrible.
It was shit.
It could be better.
I just didn't want to end on us just giggling at
I think
snuff porn.
next time we need to just get some heroin and just shoot up first.
I haven't smoked anything today. That's probably why I'm a bit.
I haven't drunk anything in a very long time.
Yes,
I
lack
drank
of.
last night.
Maybe Greg, you want to take me down the old Asda? Get a couple beers?
I want to go out for a drive anyway, so.
You want to come with us? We'll go out for a little trek.
Possibly. Okay.
Donate in the tip jar down below.
Yes.
We have an Amazon link. We're struggling at the moment. We're not really, but if you do want to be a part of helping us, and guess what?
Yes.
You might not get much back from it, apart from, you know, the best podcasts on the internet, but you can. Imagine Joe Rogan in the first 50 podcasts. Now, if you could say to your friends, yeah, I knew him in the first 50 podcasts.
Yeah, when we're super fucking famous and we're the biggest podcast in the world, you're going to want to have been a part of the foundations of that.
And if you don't want to be, then.
Get out of here, punk.
Yeah.
Greg will flush you. You down the shitter, you bitch.
I will. And I won't even burn you up first. I'll put you down whole.
It'll cut you up.
We
and put
really
limb by
do
limb.
appreciate all of you. Everyone
Yes.
who likes, everyone who comments, everyone who donates, everyone who messages us, everyone who does anything to do with...
Honestly, very, very soppy moment, and I know it's supposed to be a comedy, but I'm genuinely, really fucking proud of this podcast, and the fact that, we've received really no negative feedback. It's all been, really good. It was fucking awesome. So, yeah, thank you. I'm glad it's
That's
not just...
inviting negative feedback now. No.
I'm glad it's not just us that find this shit funny,
I don't know how any of you put up with this shit.
Because to be honest, I think our goal with this was never to get it really stupidly big. It was just sort of we like doing this. It's fun. I want to, we want to work on something fun, and the fact that you guys you really look forward to it. I have so many people tell us that it's their highlight of the week, and that's so cool. It's my highlight of the week coming here and filming this. So
This is my dread of the week.
Make sure if you're sat at home and you watch this every Sunday, dread of the week, brilliant. If you're sat at home every Sunday and you love this shit, and you've got friends with similar interests, fucking share this around with your friends. Please tell your friends about this. Share it with everyone. Share it with people that you think that will like it. Share it about your social media. It really does genuinely mean a fucking lot to us. 37 podcasts we've done. 37.
My ex-girlfriend used to talk about the number 37 all the time like it was some sort of Illuminati thing. However...
Is that why our card corrupted today?
Maybe.
However, 37, once you think of the number, it comes up quite a lot.
Isn't that the same with any number?
No.
Yeah, I was
Not
about to say.
37,
I swear
it's
that
not.
happens with everything. Like
37.
Okay,
everywhere.
well, I'm going to be looking out for 37.
I genuinely have this thing. It was a bit like I remember when we did the Mandela effect. I genuinely have this thing where out of nowhere I'll start thinking about a certain celebrity that I haven't seen or heard from for years, and I'm just like, oh yeah, be like, oh, they're probably on their way, and then like they'll die or something will
Doris
happen,
Day.
and it's like, whoa, no, Doris Day wasn't one of them, but. It happened to Bowie. I remember just out of nowhere, I was like, "Oh, yeah, but Bowie, I listened to him." And
yeah, but then
died
again, he
that
was
day.
all in the news because he just released an album.
I didn't know. I'd just come back from holiday. I didn't know about that. I was in the fucking mountains skiing. And there was the old woman. She's been in loads of stuff. She from the royal family. I remember thinking about her, and I was like, because I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
The
God, I
older
can't
one.
believe." You know, the Nana. Because I'd seen her in something else, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
She's in Vicar of Dibley.
She's in loads of shit, and I was like, "Oh, she must be ancient now." That's weird. And like 2 days later, she died. So weird.
Crazy.
Brain does funny things.
Do you know?
Anyway.
I for some reason I stumbled across a Reddit today where people post pictures where they Photoshop the bumhole out of a woman, and I just can't stop thinking about it. It's so weird. It sounds so obvious, but until you see it, you I don't know.
Okay, so
She still
The
had the
vagina's
minge,
still
but
there.
no bumhole.
Yeah, just the bumhole is gone.
okay, so yeah, that sounds very odd. Is like a whole subreddit dedicated to it?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's like called like no hole or something. I don't know.
See you later, everybody. Greg, play us out.
I'll find it for you.
No bumhole.